Question 1397. What do your friends or loved ones tell you is your strangest quirk?
Oh, where to start?
You're assuming we have friends.
Yeah.
Which might include loved ones.
I guess now would be the time for you guys to tell me.
You let your food sit on the microphone. Microwave?
No.
Apparently, Will says I snore in tonally, so I swap between a couple of different tones, and he reckons it's really peaceful, and it's the nicest thing I've ever had anybody say about my snoring, because normally it's when I'm drunk and I snore really loudly, and people go, "Will you just shut the fuck up?" But he goes, "No, when you're just normally sleeping, it's nice and soothing because it goes between a couple of tones."
Snoring the Intel theme, like do 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 do.
That'd be cool.
You snoring C minor?
My weirdest trait. I don't know. I like making lists of things and graphs and stuff. I've always just imagining graphing everything. I've got a list of all the bands I've ever seen live. I've done like a top 10 of every single year back to 1997. I'm still going back in time of best metal albums released every year and made a collage and put a list of it. And
Collage.
all the songs that I've listened to by using Last FM, and I've got loads of graphs of it all. I don't know. I just like graphs.
That is a bit quirky.
That's a math thing, though.
Yeah. Well, it's just sometimes interesting.
That's your engineering degree coming out.
I always think that my ideal heaven would be just like when you die, you just get to see all the statistics from your life, and you could look up things like how many times did my teeth touch each other, or how many times did I switch on a light switch, and
how many times did you pee in the street?
Yeah, how is it? Like you can see it plotted over time, and you could be like, well, you used to waste in the street loads when you were like potty training and your parents were cycling, and then you went for a phase where you didn't because you were all awkward about it, and then you got into alcohol, and then you just did it all the time.
You see a spike when you.
I always thought that you were a fascinating person, Casey. But Katie, but that's real. I'm feeling really different right now.
I'll tell you what. Interesting fact about me then. I never in my entire life weed in a school ever.
Never.
Wow.
Oh, see, now that I've done.
So I never weed in the school, but I weed in the
Was
street.
that a pre-transition thing because you were uncomfortable with it?
Well, I guess so. It was just when I was a kid. I remember when I got to like year 8 or something, which is secondary school, when you're like 15 or 14, and realizing, oh, I've never weed in the school, because obviously, like, why would I can't believe anyone used the toilets at school. You'd have to go in like with the boys but then I was like, oh well, now I've got to keep this going. So and I kept going, and I had a few like bad, like when you get into school and you sit down at 9 a.m. and like, oh, I need a wee.
Is this where you learned to be in the street?
I avoided it as much as I possibly could, but it wasn't always possible.
I went to the toilet one time when my friend sneezed blood on my leg, and I had to wipe it off, and then I got out as soon as I could.
Yeah, definitely.
I would go into wee, but if someone else is in there, there's no chance that I could ever go. How bad I had to go.
Doorknob says peeing in the street.
Oh, I've got another weird thing. So, like I had for a long time in my life, and I guess still, I genuinely had like a phobia of being a Victorian. Like not of Victorians, but like being one. Because I used to have these nightmares, recurring nightmares, where I would be like a milkmaid or a chimney sweep or something, and the whole nightmare was like, I'm a Victorian, I need to kill myself. And then there'll always be these things that got in the way, like, where do you think you're like, I'll be about to jump off the roof, and they're like, you haven't finished cleaning a chimney yet, mate. And I'm like, no. And then they're like, yeah. And it just was so recurring that it used to make me shiver. And then someone would be like, oh, we're doing a fun, like, do you want to come to my birthday party? It's going to be Victorian dress themed. I'm like, oh God, no. Like, oh, it just makes it so horrible.
I can't do that.
Andrea says not all hashtag not all Victorians.
All Victorian.
Having said that, Katie, I'm sure you'd make an adorable milkmaid.
Well, as long as it's from a time that isn't in the Victorian era.
Victorian era?
Edwardian milkmaid.
Somebody's going to screen grab that.
I'm definitely cutting that one out.
Double fisting it.
Jess says, I make faces when I'm thinking. I give people accidental dirty looks. They're all complaining that they've got no friends. Never Again says, oh, I know, I'm too loud. I'm very quiet around people I don't know in person. Everyone talks about it, and I don't know why. Once I know you, I don't shut up. I can't imagine the rage being quiet.
What is this for a different question than I think we're on? Or
No.
I know your answer anyway, Jen. Can I answer for Jenny?
Sure.
Sniffing bike seats.
So you don't know about the licking, then, do you?
Your friends and loved ones don't.
I've thought of another one for me.
Go on.
So I think that sandwiches should be free of all slime. So not just mayonnaise, but no margarine, no butter, no sauce. Sandwiches should be dry and they should struggle to swallow them. And it should be like bread, cheese, crisps, bread, and that's it. And it's super
A,
dry.
you're weird, and B,
I need
cheese does not
mustard.
belong on sandwiches.
Cheese definitely belongs on sandwiches.
Cheese is
I'm
evil.
not interested in being in
Cheese.
the group chat anymore. Like,
You put crisps
I'm
in
not-
sandwiches.
of course, you
Yeah.
put crisps in sandwiches.
Crisp sandwiches are lovely.
Sandwiches.
I
do too.
am with. I don't like condiments in my sandwiches if the bread's fresh, but I will margarine the bread if it's gone stale because not as keen on stale bread.
No,
Yeah,
stale
I
bread's
don't
good.
like eating. Yeah,
Crisps.
I-
But a crisp
What about-
sandwich with margarine is lovely.
No margarine, but bread crisps bread is a quality sandwich.
I put crisps on bread as well. It's
Yeah.
I've never tried a crisp sandwich.
It's
Wait, you
seasoned
haven't
and
lived.
texture all in one.
No.
One time I was at this music festival when it's like a big international one, and we ended up camping with these Germans, and they were like, the first morning we woke up, they're like, oh, we're going to take you for a traditional like German festival breakfast. We know this place, it's like a German place, and we went there and they had like these sausages and like loads of stuff going on, and we had like schnapps with it, and it was like a really good breakfast. And so the next morning we're like, right, we're going to treat you to a traditional English breakfast. So we went to the supermarket and we bought like a French stick and then 5 different flavors of crisps and just put it in. And we just gave it to them, and they were like, what the fuck is this? And we're like, you've got to eat all of it, and you're not allowed to have a drink until you're finished.
It's just cruel.
And it was
Oh,
like,
that is really.
What do you put on a hot dog?
nothing. Well, onions maybe. Bread, hot dog.
You don't put tomato sauce in there
Why would you?
What do you consider a hot dog? Something
or
out of like
mustard.
a
I
grocery
don't like
store
mustard.
in a,
though.
in a
Mustard.
pre-sealed thing, or something that's actually.
Are you
handmade
trying
in
to
a
start the
deli?
sandwich debate?
No.
Is
no,
a hot dog a
there's-
sandwich? Oh,
Production hot dogs are awful. Handmade sausage counter ones are good. It's-
Aunt
I
Joe says
actually
Katie
prefer
is
making
a
hot dogs
sadist.
with actual proper pork sandwiches, sausage
Yes.
sandwiches. So a pork sausage in a slice of bread, usually with a bit of tomato sauce with it, because I do like tomato sauce. Rather than an actual bun, an actual slice of bread, I'd rather
I
have
like
that.
buns.
So.
Aunt Joe says Katie is a sadist. She wants people to choke on sandwiches.
no comment.
Not just on sandwiches. It's kind of fun to just watch people choke.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'd be safe. I don't have a gag reflex, so.
Interesting.
Oh, that's another quirky thing about me. I don't have a gag reflex, but I think everybody here already knew that, except maybe Katie.
I did not.
Because you,
Glad to
because
be
you-
indoctrinated into your world.
she keeps demonstrating it on stream.
I have demonstrated it
Both
on
naked.
streams.
No, not
Sorry?
naked.
No.
She has. Do it again. Do it again.
Really? You want me to do it? I don't think Dave wants me to on this stream.
No,
I don't mind.
no.
I have gotten this thing out and demonstrated.
Well,
You can probably make money doing that. Just saying.
Well,
Yeah.
of course you could.
was question 1397.
Barman!
Oh God, quirky. I don't know. Normally, if I'm that quirky, they just don't talk to me again. So there's that. No, I don't think everyone who's any said to me, "You're weird doing that." So I think most people just
That's a
take my
bad sign.
weirdness.
That
and-
means you're so weird that no one wants to tell you. They were like, "Oh God!"
Or they're just all
a bad
afraid of
thing or
you.
a good thing? Yeah, there is that as well. I can get very animated and chatty when drunk, but then I suppose everyone does.
But
Oh
then, do
no,
you
I've
drink
seen
at
That's why
work?
I'm
bad
normally
drunks as
drunk.
well, and
I was
violent
gonna say, do you
drunks.
drink at
So
work?
I'm not violent. I'm too lazy to be violent.
I'm working on the wrong question. What is the question?
What do your friends or loved ones tell you is your strangest quirk? Yours is sniffing bike
okay.
seats.
Okay. Yeah, well, apparently it is. Although I would consider the licking to be a little odder.
Brian, is yours actually collecting bugs?
Probably. What I'm doing right now is probably up there on the list.
Playing with the
So cute though.
mantis.
I just love it.
Yeah.
It's so adorable, though.
It can't be too bad. We'll see
Me
both
up.
your hands.
It reminds me of Grogu.
Yeah. I could see that. Wants me to hold it.
Now I
Sammy!
want to see a mantis-like alien on Star Wars that's a Jedi.
That'd be cool.
I
Sammy.
don't think my family know of any of my quirks, and I don't think any of them could probably be mentioned.
Your
on
wife
this live
does.
stream anyway.
Loved ones, though. Loved
You
ones.
include your wife and your kids.
Yeah, still probably not any I want to mention on here. But
Are you
the
not
only
completely
thing I can
honest with
think
your
of-
other half?
I don't. Oh no, no, of course not.
I hope she watches this.
I do have. It's probably a compulsion more than a tick more than a quirk. But I've always done that. I don't know if you've ever seen when Joe Cocker sings. He does this thing with his fingers. Hang on, I'll put the camera on.
Oh yeah.
This thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do
And
that sometimes.
I do it to the syllables of whatever the person speaking to me is saying. So if you're talking like this, I'm doing the same thing as you are.
Oh, wow.
And it got so bad that I had to really force myself and work on not doing it. So I don't do it anymore, but every now and then I'll sort of catch myself starting to do it again. So that's pretty fucking weird.
Yeah. It's not terrible.
Katie, where are you disappearing to under that desk?
Oh, Poppy's just here, so I was just.
Oh, okay. Just curious.
She's playing with her pussy.
Just off camera.
To play with her pussy.
Just off camera.
Yeah,
Brian.
just off camera.
You just need to tilt the camera down a little. Sorry. That's too forward. At least I didn't tell you I wanted to share. I would be happy to share crabs with you anytime. At least I didn't go that far.
Ryan!
Yeah, now.
I could have.
Sammy's like that. Don't worry. He flirts with everyone. Absolutely everyone.
Oh, and I thought I was special.
You are special, Katie, but he does flirt with everyone.
Sammy, you've never flirted with me, Thanks.
I have, so.
Yeah, he has so, Jenny.
I suggested you should make fortune cookies.
Well, okay. That is true.
That's the kind of flirting.
Brian,
I'm
what's your
still
weirdest
thinking
quirk?
about it, by the way.
You're still thinking about it. Brian,
What's up?
what's your weirdest
I think it
quirk?
was bugs, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That's
I
what you
already
said.
answered. You have the answer now, Dave. It's your
I'm
turn.
perfect. I have no quirks.
You bounce on the ball and you
Bounces
sometimes
on a
pop it.
ball.
That's not what I normally
He has
do.
has a goldfish memory. What else could we say?
See, I'm perfect.
Dave,
I don't remember anything.
Dave's favorite snack food is cheese-covered spiders.
Yeah, the cheese thing. What about that?
The
That's
cheese
weird,
thing, people
dude.
find that
That's
a
a
bit weird.
weird thing.
Cheese is vile.
He's
I
a
just-
floating head.
Cheese is
Yeah,
horrible.
That would be really cool. I wonder if anybody makes cheesy spiders that we could buy a packet of and send to Dave.
Well, actually, in lots of East Asia, they sell like things like spiders and crabs in like bags, like crisps. In Japan, you can buy like a bag just like crisps of different flavors, like prawn cocktail or whatever, but
Yeah,
just
but
whole crabs. like
You
with the
get
claws
these-
and everything.
You get in East Asia though, then you lose the cheese. There's like so
Yeah,
you
that's
have to
true.
trade
They do
your
have cheese flavor. It's not real cheese.
So we need
It's
to get some
Excuse me.
cheesy
Wait,
flavored spiders that
You-
aren't on the rare list, on the endangered list, and have them sent to Dave.
in Malaysia.
I'm
I saw,
fine
like,
with
on
no
the
cheese
market,
or no
people,
spiders being
like,
sent.
fried spiders.
Or,
You could just get like pick a mix. You could pick different fried spiders to get in a little bag.
and they're
wow.
quite crunchy, aren't they?
I didn't
So
eat. I didn't.
maybe-
I chickened out. I didn't eat one.
We should send
Spiders
Dave
are
an
evil.
ASMR video. Someone
That's
eating.
kind of crunchy ASMR.
Right, last
You
question.
could just deep fry them, Jen.
Yeah.
Like that one YouTube video where the guy hits the spider on the floor and all the babies come rocketing off of it.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
cool.
yeah. I've got a good spider story, but I'll save it for another show.
Good.
Last question.
Right.
Brian
Question.
looked like he wanted to say something.
Oh no, I was just talking. What did I say about the spiders on the right in the back? I had one earlier this spring that had babies on its back, but before it had its babies on its back, it carried the ball of eggs around behind it. It's a wolf spider, and that's what they do. So since it was sitting on a ball all the time, I named it Dave.
Oh, that's good.
Dave the mummy spider.
Yeah.
Who got eaten by her own brood shortly afterwards.
Hey, praying mantis versus a like an American funnel spider. Who's going to win?
Probably the
An
spider.
American funnel spider. Where in the spider? They don't usually come out of their webs, and the mantis goes into the web. It's going to get stuck.
Mm.
So
Well, at the edge, then let's say.
yeah.
There's an amazing video. I was just thinking of venomous
Ow.
insects versus non-venomous ones. There's an amazing video of this praying mantis which catches 2 wasps. So it's got one in each hand, and it's eating the head of one of them, and then the one in the other hand stings it in the head, and it's a big sting. So it just gets like paralyzed and just like collapses, and you think it's dead. And then like an hour or so later, it just recovers and just gets up and carries on eating the head of the wasp.
Oh, cool.
The stingers of Hymenoptera were actually they're evolved from the ovipositor, the egg,
Yeah, right.
the egg laying, there's
Just
more,
female ones of them.
more primitive members of the wasp family, which includes bees and ants. They actually started off stinging because they were implanting their eggs into a host for the eggs hatch and they eat the host. That you see it with like tarantula hawks and stuff, but most of them target softer body organisms like caterpillars or beetle larvae. And the venom is even now even the ones that don't lay their eggs like that anymore. The venom originally started as a paralyzing agent to paralyze those victims so they could lay their eggs in them.
Oh, wow.
That's really
So-
cool.
It sounds
There's some
like
evolution.
This show has been very educational.
I
And
know.
can I
sorry,
just
Dave.
tell my favorite wasp fact at the moment? It's really quick. Did you know wasps evolved before Saturn, the planet, had rings? Isn't that cool?
Not know
Oh,
that.
wow.
That's cool.
it sounds more like you're describing. You pissed me off. I'm going to get you pregnant.
You stab. Fair enough. Doorknob Head says praying mantis versus a brown bear.
Depends how big the praying mantis is.
And the bear.
Praying mantis can eat hummingbirds. I don't think I've ever seen them eat anything bigger than that, though.
Can they ride a
Yeah.
hummingbird?
How big were the ancient praying mantises? How big did they get when the oxygen levels were higher?
There was no praying mantises back then. Praying mantises have a common ancestor with bladderday, which is cockroaches and termites, and they didn't diverge until I from the top of my head, I think it was in the mid Jurassic. So they weren't around back then. So mantises right now are probably about as big as they've ever been.
They can get pretty big
okay.
now, though. They can be like this.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
You didn't.
Whereas the cockroaches got incredibly big.
Yeah, there were big cockroaches, or well, that'd be the ancestors of cockroaches.
Ancestors of cockroaches,
And mantises would have been a common ancestor for all of them that was around during the Carboniferous, before the Permian, would it be? Yeah, before the Permian, we will say, when arthropods were bigger, there were ancestors of cockroaches and mantises around back then that got pretty sizable.
Dave,
Nothing,
the show's
nothing
starting to hurt
dinosaur
my
size
brain.
though.
What?
Show's starting to hurt my brain.
If you enjoyed that, please hit the thumbs up button. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down. If you think you've got a better answer or just want to tell us how wrong we are, leave a comment down below. Subscribe down here for new questions every day and make sure you hit the bell so you don't miss out on our live shows. If you click over here, you'll see our latest upload. Over here, for what YouTube thinks you'll love the most. And finally, for a complete playlist of all our currently released questions, click here.